So you got a bunch of people that feel as though you are throwing your spiritual weight around and it's tipping their scales. It's making them feel the imbalances within them based on conversations that they engaged in. Something about you throwing around your weight and tipping their scales. Later, when I was channeling this message, I channeled it twice early this morning in meditation, and I sat with the download. And then I heard, oh, you're throwing around your spiritual rank, RANK, spiritual weight, spiritual rank. Your name is holding weight, something about your spiritual rank in the ethers by way of your sacred knowledge. Somebody tried to come into your energy and immediately, I just heard got pulverized. That's interesting. I haven't heard that word in a long time. Pulverized. So something hit somebody like real fast. It's like a zapping energy. In my mind's eye, I'm seeing electrocution. Something about a spiritual seizure. Again, seizure as in something was seized, something was taken, something like that. Somebody came for you. Now they feel like you're throwing your spiritual weight around. It's tipping their scales. The energy that I'm picking up is this is somebody who had a limit. This is the kind of person that says the sky is the limit and that's as far as they can go. But you know within yourself by way of sacred knowledge that knowledge is eternal. The sky is really not the limit. There are things beyond the sky. It's limitless. Something about you being an eternal, limitless being. And I feel like these people had limited information about you. So now they feel away. They feel like you're throwing your spiritual weight around, tipping their scales, creating imbalances that they wanted for you. Okay, listen. Welcome to Spiritual Core TV. If you're new here, I'm glad that you came here. I'm glad that I came up on your timeline. Have a seat, stand up, sit down, whatever you feel that your higher self is encouraging you to do. I encourage you to do the same. We all have free will. So remember to take what resonates and leave what does not. And if you are returning back, welcome back. You know where it's at. As above, so below, something like that. You got a Jezebel out here that was trying to take your twin flame energy. Okay. This is your masculine and feminine balance within. Okay. Lustful energy. Okay. So this person could have approached you in a very, I just heard typical. Somebody's very typical. Something's very basic. Lust is so easy. It's basic. And I feel like somebody thought that something would be easy, and now they feel the pressure of your spiritual rank and they feel like you're throwing your weight around. That's what I just heard. Jezebel energy and lust. Okay, so let's see. Somebody also faked their own death. Okay, this person feels like you're spiritually attacking them. Really, they're stuck in some type of vortex. They're stuck in some type of vortex of some type of creative energy that they tried to create for you. That's what I just heard. Okay, something about the throat chakra that represents your ancestors, the throat chakra. So something about your stargate, something about your intuition. Okay, so this is what they wanted, whoever they are. Show me this group of people that feel like the divine collective, my collective, is throwing their spiritual weight around, tipping their scales, something about an imbalance, okay? Yeah. This is somebody that's trying to figure out how you transmuted something. Really, there was nothing to transmute. It was merely by way of observation. These are people, honestly, that should have never have come into your energy ever. They never had a chance, okay? And there was nobody amongst their group to convince them otherwise. You ever just seen dumb people leading other dumb people and they all make dumb decisions? Yeah, it's like, which way do we go? It's like, it's it's like a cartoon almost, right? Clarify this person. What's going on? Now they're scared. They're trying to project something out. They don't know what to do. They're getting hit with energy that they sent you and they don't know how to transmute it because, again, there was no plan B. There wasn't a second thought. Somebody thought this will work, and that's just what it is. I just heard ignorance is bliss. So these are people that are addicted to ignorance, and it's blissful for them. Okay. Be that as it may, somebody tried to come up against a real spiritual soldier in the army of the Lord, in the army of the Most High God. Okay, so now somebody's getting hit left and right, and they're feeling away, getting a message of concern. Oh, wow. What's going on here, Holy Spirit? Yeah, it's a flying ass monkey. Bumping those gums and flapping those lips, a lying tongue, okay? A lying tongue has to lay down in a bed that they made for themselves. They spoke it into existence. They're getting exactly what it is that they wanted. They projected it out, and now they get to feel every single word, every single curse, every single intention. They're feeling it. Now, here's what they didn't anticipate, that you would be throwing your weight around, tipping their scales, revealing to them just how diabolical they are. Somebody's ancestors are out here karate chopping these bastards. Chopping them down to size. Your ancestors pulled out the chopping block. That's what I just heard. Clarify, ancestors. Yeah, now somebody's ancestors got these people on a string. I cannot make this up. Yeah, I just heard, they're your puppets. Okay, listen. These people were channeling energy. Okay, didn't I just tell you they tried to come by way of lust? When there's pure love, you don't have to do a love spell, because pure love is a sound, it's a vibration, it's a projection. It's, you can hear love in somebody's voice. That's a love spell, but love can only be spoken in a pure way onto people who are mirroring that pure love back, the North Node energy. We're headed north. That's what I just heard. So they were channeling energy to you. Somebody was doing earth magic on the line, on the ley line. Somebody was trying to channel some type of Jezebelian ass false illusions of love, which is really lust, in order to get into your energy. The goal was to manipulate you, and now they feel as though you're manipulating them with their own energy. Oh, wow. That was an immediate download. Wow. You're coming up as the rising star, Aquarian energy. So you carry the water, Aquarian energy, the water bearer. You bring the water so that people can awaken. The water holds memory. You baptize people's lips every time they take a sip of that eternal water, eternal flow, something like that. Okay. These people didn't know about your eternal flow. They should have checked their notes. But then again, you got a couple of dummies. They're all sitting there in this weird energy, literally. Spiritual imprisonment. Okay, so now they feel like you're throwing your weight around, tipping their scales. I just heard, no, that's not me. That's my ancestors. That's what I just heard. Yeah, these people were channeling energy on the ley line. And they were lusting after you, and they ended up getting hurt. Okay. Something about a child. Okay. Opposition. Clarify time, child, opposition, time as an illusion, but you eliminated an illusion. They were seemingly an intrusion. That's what I just heard. Interesting. Yeah, these are people, these are talkers, they're gawkers, they're stalkers. They said so many things, and now they're feeling the blunt force of everything that they said. This was a form. I just heard of non essential spell work. Okay. These are people that don't have a big vocabulary. And when I say that, it's not to insult anybody's intelligence or the lack thereof, but by way of vocabulary, these are people who are limited to words of gossip. There's an intention backing their nasty words. This is not about words in the dictionary or the thesaurus. This has something to do with limited verbiage, like saying the same thing over and over. You know, these are people that think they talk a good talk. They try to curse people, but they can't read and write. And I mean this spiritually. Is anybody grasping this? When I mean by read and write, they couldn't read your soul. They couldn't write your story. These are spiritually illiterate people. Something about your spiritual rank. Now they feel like you're throwing your rank around, your weight around, because you know why? They would have done that had they been able to get into your energy, right? They were planning to throw your weight around had they been able to come in this lustful energy or bind you, okay? Somebody's getting messages of concern constantly. Oh, wow. They're scared because the spirit that they were using has now turned on them. Something about a relationship, okay? Group of people. This is like a group of dummies, y'all, not that smart. Very spiritually illiterate. They couldn't read your soul, they couldn't write your story, but they have the audacity to feel as though you're tipping their scales, when in fact they're absolutely correct. But what you've done is you really just kind of left them submerged in their own energy, and the razzle dazzle is your ancestors on that ass. That's in addition to what they sent. Now the ancestors are putting 10 on it while somebody got 5 on it. I just heard, I got 5 on it. Yeah, okay. You can't smoke it away. They can't drink it away. They can't get drunk enough. Something about your ancestors keeping them in the reality of what it is that they've done. And some people don't like to face reality. Clarify. What's going on, spirit? Yeah, look, manifestation. The goal was to get into your energy and manifest a relationship, a child, a life, whatever. This is what their goal was, okay? Channeling energy on the ley line. What is that about? What is that about? Okay. Who are these people? Well, they're being exposed for what it is that they are, mentally and emotionally unstable, with an inability to manage their own emotions. So they came after your emotions in an attempt to manipulate you. And now they feel as though they're being manipulated by their own energy. I will attest that that's a fact, okay? They are being manipulated by their own energy, but it's worse than that because they have a spirit issue here. The spirit that they tried to use turned on them. In addition to your ancestors, which is like the icing on the cake, that's going to seal the deal. That's going to finish them off. Stick them in the oven. They're overcooked. Okay. They're undone, but overcooked. Okay. Somebody's ancestors are funny as heck. These downloads are so much fun to channel. Somebody's ancestors are purposefully being sarcastic because your ancestors know that you're tipping these people's scales. You went up the ranks. Somebody didn't have the power to demote you. They didn't have the brain power. They didn't have the know-how. They didn't have the knowledge. These people spiritually are illiterate. Their ignorance was bliss, but now it's their torment. That's a whole nother reading. Their ignorance is bliss, but okay, I'm gonna channel that after that. Okay, after this, they're an after fact, they're an afterthought. Oh man, this is too much. The downloads are coming through. Holy Spirit, what else? Somebody's ancestors are clowning in the ethers, reminding these people of what they said. You got false narrative, you got mentally and emotionally unstable. Now, what are they working on is a love spell because they know that your spiritual rank can take them out. They're sitting back, even still being ignorant and blind, in the sense that they're hoping to do a love spell now to project so much love out that they won't be under judgment. But this case has already been sealed in spiritual court, meaning a decision has already been made. So they're doing a love spell so that you can't see what it is that they did, but we already know. So now they're sitting up in this energy. And again, in order to project any loving things out or speak pure love, it has to come from the heart. And somebody is yeah, there's no purity there. There's no pure intentions there. Their purest intention was to manipulate. So now they're being manipulated. Their purest intentions was an intention to cause harm with gossip, with limited words, okay? Limited verbiage. They spiritually can't read and write. They can't read soul contracts. They should have known better. But again, this is like flying monkeys leading other flying monkeys to the slaughter. And again, being unaware of that. These people were like unaware of the fact that they were leading each other to the slaughter. Somebody's ancestors said, yeah, it's a perfect plan. Yeah, it was a perfect plan. You're an earth angel. Your intentions are good. Your intuition is pure. They feel like you're throwing your spiritual rank around. Oh man, it's like the energy almost like they're trying to say, "Oh, you're cocky. You're in your ego." Like, are you guys the same people that tried to destroy us? Like, you don't even have the right. It's the audacity. It's the afterthought. It's the aftershock. It's the aftermath to even think. Who would have thunk it that you could come along and tell us that we're throwing our spiritual weight around after you tried to destroy us? That's like saying, please don't destroy us too bad with the energy that we sent to you. Like, are you serious? Listen, we're really nice people. My beautiful divine collective, we're loving, we're caring, we're kind, genuinely. Pure love and enlightenment. But the ancestors and the supernatural beings and my spirit team and my light team, yeah, it's a no, not so much. Listen, somebody's ancestors are funny. Yeah, I just heard you've been channeling energy, sending it to me right on the line. Ooh, yeah, you know you're fine. And somehow you thought that you would take over this spot. You didn't know when to stop. You were channeling energy, sending it on the ley line. All of it's being uprooted. All of it's being uprooted. Something about you being happy, chosen one. Divine protection. I just heard there's another storm coming. And it's a big one. It's going to come by way of somebody being in poverty. Again, this is the energy that they tried to send you. So this is what they're being submerged in. And they didn't get anything that they tried to steal by way of manipulation. Okay? False reports, false accusations, bearing false witness, false narratives, mentally, emotionally unstable. It's over. You got ancestors out here causing endings. Ooh, I just heard a drought. Okay, all dried out. Something like that because of the death magic that they did. Oh, yeah, well, somebody's afraid to end up dead after causing some type of weird energy around themselves, and they feel like you're tipping their scales with all your beautiful energy. They're like, oh, you're just out here self love. You're like, yeah, I am. It's pure. It's real. Now get away. Shoe fly, shoe. It's a shoe fly, shoe ass situation. Yeah, but it's very destructive. So your high vibrations is destroying these people. Your self love is destructive to them. Your earth angel abilities, which is a real stance, it's a real spiritual position, it's a real spiritual rank, is destroying these flying monkeys. I just heard they couldn't get your name out of their mouth. Oh, wow. So the ancestors said, we just going to snatch your name out of their mouth. Like, don't put words in my mouth. That's what I just heard. So they couldn't stop talking about you. They refused to listen to the warning signs, okay? They see everything around them crumbling. Opposition. Somebody could have got hurt. Something like that. They couldn't stop talking about you. They couldn't keep your name out of their mouth. So the ancestors said, okay, that's fine. We'll just take their tongues away. They're not speaking any good things. And you got to be careful what you speak towards high vibrational beings, because we'll take that energy and put you in a situation that I promise you, you may or may not see your own reflection. You may or may not even recognize the energy that you sent out, because we'll send it back with a little bit of razzle dazzle. You know what I'm saying? They're like, this is not what we sent. Oh, no, it's that. And it's a little bit more. Tipping the scales, reading their souls for filth. Yeah, they tried to put you in prison with them. These are people that wanted you bound to certain weird ideas. Okay. Insecurity. That's what I just heard. They wanted you insecure. They wanted you bound to that. Now they're the ones that are in this imprisonment. They got to live that thing out. Reminds me of the scripture in Revelations. Ooh, it reminds me of the scripture in Revelations where it talks about people being so tormented by the lives that they've lived that were just absolutely a waste. Like every day, they just were on some demon time, right? In Revelations, it talks about people who will be begging to die, but death won't come. That's a cold scenario. It's also slightly lukewarm, something like that. Somebody was lukewarm. Somebody didn't know that your energy was hot. I just heard somebody had too many irons in the fire. Hell's Kitchen. It's a whole community of people. It's a whole group of people. It's a whole bunch of people. They can't believe it. And they're fighting to put a veil over what it is that they've done. But they still got to pay for it. They can't hide the fact that they did death magic. They spoke lies. They bared false witness, flying monkeys, manipulation. The goal was to manipulate a group of people and humiliate earth angels. One thing about an earth angel, okay, versus earth devils, the rebels without a cause, is that it is impossible to embarrass people like us. It's embarrassing to watch people who cannot read and write try to rewrite the narrative of what you've had to go through, only to sit in that same energy. When you are transparent, when you know that everything has led you to this point, when you're accepting of your journey, there's nobody that can come along and embarrass you. You ever notice the moment you decide to change something, somebody starts talking about something that happened in 2001? I remember you were living in your car. It's like, oh, it's 2026. Okay, these are these kinds of people because they don't have anything else outside of the realms of reality when it comes to knowing who you are now. But that only comes from them lacking inner knowledge and knowing who they are. These are people with no reflection. To tell them to reflect on what it is that they've done or by way of their actions, it's like asking somebody to look in the mirror to see something that doesn't belong there or something that's just not there at all, right? It's like, go, reflect on what it is that you said. You know you were wrong about that, right? No, there's no reflection there. There's no introspection. There's nothing there to handle. But now these people are feeling for the first time in their lives pain and torment. They wanted a feeling. That's what a love spell is. That's somebody that wanted a feeling. They wanted to feel. They wanted to feel love. They didn't want to cultivate it. They didn't want to activate divine spark within them, which means they don't know who they are. There's no reflection there. When we say go within, they go within and they hear crickets. They don't hear nothing. I just heard a horn in the distance. Clarify. Clarify what's going on. Now they're trying to do a love spell because you ascended past these people and you're tipping their scales around, okay? Yeah, they were channeling energy, sending it to you on the ley line. Now you're in your light body, lighting these bitches on fire. Okay, listen, calm down, Neffy. Calm down, Neff. Stay grounded. Be nice. Where they going? Running away? Oh, Lord. These people are running away or trying to get away from bondage, but they're bound to what it is that they've done because you come up as somebody that is directly connected to divinity, source, the great I am. Your light body has been activated. Yeah, listen, these people. You were channeling. They were channeling the wrong energy on the ley line. So they got deactivated. They were never active. This is ignorance as bliss. Blissfully ignorant, doing death spells, hoping for the best, but knowing nothing. Spiritually illiterate, mentally gone. These are people that are afraid to lose their minds in order to gain consciousness. This is why they're mentally and emotionally unstable. In order to have a mental imbalance, what you're talking about has to be completely all over the place, but displaced at the same time. Because sometimes I'm all over the place, you know? But for me, it's quantum, something like that. Somebody could have tried to follow you all over the place. They ended up getting lost in your matrix. So you realized that somebody was hot on your trail. So you rerouted those bitches. Oh, that was so mean. You rerouted them. Thank you, Spirit. You rerouted them back to their own manipulation. And your ancestors said, we're just going to be the guiding light. Okay. The rising star, Aquarian energy. Oh, man. Good times. This is good energy. What else, Holy Spirit? It's over, y'all. It's so over. Okay. You got animosity in the reverse and blocked in the reverse. Okay. These people feel like you're angry with them. Again, the dumb leading the dumb. If only they knew. Nobody's concerned about them. Not to this extent. This is merely just another court case that we can use as an example to people who might even be thinking to do something like this. Don't think about it. Don't have an afterthought. Don't listen to your fourth, third, whatever this is, your thoughts, okay? Somebody thought to do it. Now they don't know what to do and they can't think themselves up out of this confusion. But again, this is something that they wanted for us. Animosities in the reverse. They don't want us to be mad with them. They want us to remove the block, but we're rejecting their love offers. That's why love offer came up in the reverse. Yeah. Now they want to get into your good graces. Well, we all have free will. Who you decide to convene with, consult with, fraternize with, reconcile with is your own free will. However, as for me and most of the kindred souls that I know in my collective, yeah, we're good on that. You understand? At some point, these people have to feel the blunt force of not having our energy. They took it for granted. And when they had it, they didn't know what to do with it. When they had it, they abused it. When they had a little bit of your energy, they thought, oh, I'll just destroy you with your own energy. And now they're being destroyed by the lack of knowledge that they thought they were projecting onto you because you always knew what it was with earth angel energy. You're somebody that talks to the divine. Animosity in the reverse. They don't want you to be mad at them. In fact, you're not. But with blocked, you're not blocked. But they want you to remove the block. These people give us a lot of credit for controlling their circumstances. They feel like we're the ones that are pulling the strings. We don't need them worshiping us. It's not that type of ball game. But we're in the ninth inning and all the bases are full. So for the collective, it's a home run. And fortunately, I was going to say unfortunately, but my ancestors corrected me. Fortunately, they're getting destruction. This is what they needed. So they're getting a hot shot, a hot dose of what it is that they never knew they needed, which is really an opportunity to see themselves. Some of them still refuse to see, blocked in the reverse and animosity. Yeah, they want us. It's almost like somebody is saying, cool your ancestors off. Okay, I'm sorry. No. Every time they come with false illusions of apologies, guess what happens? They get reminded of everything they said. It's like on repeat. They constantly keep thinking about what they said. Your ancestors are saying, no, remember that one time? No, remember that time? No, remember that time? I mean, when I say they talk bad, baby, they rallied up people. They did it in a public setting. This was supposed to humiliate you. They went to family members, neighbors, co-workers, etc. False narratives is somebody trying to drag you. He said, she said, they said, we said. And now they feel as though you're throwing your spiritual rank around, your spiritual weights around. They said it to a whole community of people, and the people on the receiving end of it had to make a decision because with abandonment and bondage, you left these people bound to whatever it is that they had going on. You were somewhere minding your business in hermit mode, but never alone. Some of these people attack because they think you're by yourself. Yeah, they think you by yourself. They think you home alone. They think you this. They think you that. And when I mean home alone, I mean like by way of the home run, by way of the ninth inning. But really, the crowd is cheering. And who's in the crowd? Your divine soul tribe. Who's in the crowd cheering you on to the next level, to your light body? Your divine ancestors, your spirit team, your light team. Yeah, as we light these people up by way of enlightenment. You ever try to strike a match or flick a bic by way of lighting a candle or, igniting something, but the flame keeps going out? That's these people. They never had any enlightenment within them to light because they defiled their divine spark. In order to have fire, you got to have a spark. The more and more they gossip about us and talk about us, we just let them. We're just watching them take the trash out. Somebody needs to get some trash bags and drop these trash talkers off. They talk a lot of trash. Okay, I just heard the proof is in the pudding. Somebody's ancestor said, say that again. And you know what's so ignorant about these people? My right ear is ringing. The ethers is celebrating. That's what's up. An angel just went through an awakening. Come through, angels. Yeah, my right ear is ringing. Okay, we got earth angels in the ethers graduating. Okay, you are receiving your flowers. You're enjoying your celebration, your homecoming by way of a home run. Listen, with this energy here, okay, you know what's so ignorant about this is that you would think that these people could sit in the energy that they tried to send us and sit in it, but they don't have the capacity. They don't know how to hold space for themselves. They merely held space for gossip and density. That's it. These are people that can't see in the dark because there's no light. So, stuck between different realms of darkness is what I just saw. It's pitch black, it's triple darkness, and still be trying to do a love spell where love doesn't exist amongst these people on people who carry pure love, self-love, and pure divine spark so much. You can see it from many, many moons away, many, many miles away. But this is the kind of light that's cloaking. No insight, no eyesight. They can't see. They can't even see this light from a mile away because they couldn't read. They couldn't read your soul. Somebody tried, they made an attempt, and it cost them everything. Because what exactly are you coming here for? Somebody came for pure, complete destruction. So the love offers in the reverse. You're rejecting this fake love. Yeah, I just heard the love is real and the hate is too. Yeah, these are people that don't want to keep getting two-pieced and a biscuit by the energy that they send. And somebody's ancestors is whooping that ass for real. Okay? Soon as they wake up, your ancestors are looking at them and they're saying, say that again. Say that one more time. No, what I had said. And see, they lie so much. So when you bring them into cosmic court, you just got to roll back the tape. Every single word that they spoke over us, every single thing that they said and did, even in the privacy of their private thoughts, we're privy to what was private amongst them. It's been illuminated. We can see their thoughts. We can read their minds. We know their intentions. We're not asking for these people to show up in spiritual court to tell the truth because they would never. Remember, bearing false witness against somebody who's innocent, these people don't have the truth in them. So we got to roll back the tape. They didn't know there's high ranking angels who roam the range of eternal source by way of the ethers, that write down every single, every single thing that they think and say. So what was said and what needs to be known has now been eliminated. They tried to eliminate it, but it's been illuminated. They're trying to eliminate what they said. That's what I just heard. They tried to control, alt, delete. Oh no. We're going into the mainframe of the system. We're going to the motherboard. We about to pull everything up out the trash that they're trying to hide. These are trash talkers. Ancestors said, here's what was said. Now they're like, well, how did you know I was thinking that? Because you harbored evil in your heart. So even your thoughts were registered, even your intentions and what you did. Everything that was said and thought against us has been exposed in the spiritual courts and the cosmic courts. Because if you leave it to these people to tell the truth, you'll be waiting for what feels like forever, because they don't even know who they are. They can't even see the truth. They don't even want to take accountability in what it is that they've said. So now we have to call in divine intervention, requesting spiritual counsel by way of prosecution. Hey, we're going to prosecute your ass. While you were over here being loving, earth angel, manifesting more love, pure love, these people were trying to put you in this imprisonment because that's what they were feeling. Now that they've been blocked and they have no access, they're coming in with fake love. That too is being rejected. Yeah, these are parasites. Oh, I just heard reptilians who are trying to replicate your authentic light. False illusions of light. The love is fake. They can't even speak love. They try to speak love spells towards us, and they have so much hate that they spoke out previously. They start choking. They can't even cast a spell. Yeah, ancestors said we about to shut that throat chakra down. Somebody like, I got tonsillitis. No, that's all that hate in your throat. Okay. Okay. Yeah, they're being blocked. Look, distant future in the reverse. These people have no foresight. They don't know what's going to happen, right? Their story ends here. Their story stops here. The buck stops here. Yeah. I just heard a bucking bronco. Oh, wow. These people were really off the chain. Whatever they said, yeah, I'm telling you, now they mad. Listen, somebody is in their sick bed. Somebody might not be able to get up and move around, and that anger is just eating them up. In their sick bed, angry. Why? Because they're feeling their own energy. This is their animosity. This animosity does not belong to us. Somebody's got to tell the truth, and now you feel like with collective spiritual rank, we're tipping your scales over. Yeah, your spiritual rank, we're tipping your scales over. Starseed wanted to come up in the reverse. Again, these are replicas. These are copycats. They're having a really hard time because they can't read and write. In order to copy you, they have to be able to understand your encrypted coding by way of your DNA. You've gone through some type of massive DNA upgrade right in the middle of somebody trying to copy you verbatim, okay, only to get lost in the matrix that they themselves created to meet your ancestors who said, we're going to add more razzle dazzle to the backfire and have these people sitting looking crazy. Now somebody's trying to channel energy of love. What's love got to do with it? That's what I just heard. Child. Yeah, I just heard. What's love got to do with it? What's love but a secondhand emotion? What's love got to do with it? You out here channeling energy on the ley line, and the ley line is not even accepting their footprints. Okay, you know, the bottom of your feet, like your fingerprint. There's no activation. These people can't be 10 toes down. They were too busy trying to walk in your shoes that didn't fit. I'm trying to tell you, there's no soul activation. Okay? Something about hanging on to the heels of your feet, hanging on to your heels, obsessed, hanging on to every word. You ever seen somebody just lean in? They're hanging on the edge of their seat. That's these people. Okay? Yeah. The heels of your feet. That's your sexual energy. That's your sexual energy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They don't like the way we're breaking them down like a science project. You know how you create a science project for the science fair, and then it's time to break down your little science thing. You put your exhibit up and you have your little area. And when the science projects have been judged and it's over, you got to break that whole thing down. You got to pack it up, all that work that you did, and now you got to break it down. Yeah, something about you having things down to a science. Oh man, they thought this was a game and somebody's losing. Whatever game they created, I feel like you control the rules now. They don't like that. They feel like you throwing your weight around. Look at your masculine, feminine energy within. Look at you. Yeah, you satisfied every single debt in your mother's house, in your father's house. Look at you. You are this efficient curse breaker. I can't make this up. Oh, well, something about inheritance, okay? Somebody's going to be the first wealthy person in their family. Something about a wealth of knowledge. I can't make this up. My goodness. My God. My goodness. Oh, go. Hey, 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 hey. You've been channeling energy, sending it to me up right on the line. Oh, yeah, you know you're fine. Somebody knows that you're fine, you're doing just fine. Abundance and something about unexpected gifts. It's not unexpected for you, chosen one. You manifested this abundance. But see, this Ace of Pentacles is not just a whole bunch of money in this mother sucker. It's a whole lot of money in this mother sucker. Okay, I'm back. Listen, this is more than just physical, tangible things, money, whatever. Okay, that's great. Comfortable life. This is knowledge. This is being able to spiritually read encrypted energy within a very special North Nodian matrix. Yeah, this is a whole new world. This is bigger than that. Yeah, they tried to tap into your abilities to create abundance. Now they all sitting up looking like this forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, ever. Yeah, they are. Yeah, I can't make it up. Message of concern. Something about you being a boss. Okay, North Node. They feel like you're cold. Okay, let them feel that way. Yeah. Yeah, Spirit says what they're feeling. Yeah, because somebody feels like you're cold-hearted. The audacity, after all that talk. But what they're feeling is hell freezing over. That's what I just You're held in high honor, collective. Hell is freezing over because these people are frozen, y'all. They're stuck. Yeah, they're stuck in something and they're not doing too good. Somebody can't get it right. Somebody is Mr. and Mrs. can't get right. Imprisonment, high honor. Yeah, they feel like when we laugh at them, we're throwing our spiritual weight around, our spiritual rank. Yeah, Spirit says let them, but they want to do love spells still. They're still lusting. They don't know anything else to do, okay? They didn't come here to change anything. They came here to be the same person over and over. Karmic masculine could be significant. Okay. It's a no. You're blocking this person. Look, Jezebel and community. Somebody is for the streets. Somebody's for everybody. False narrative. Somebody could say that you were for everybody, a Jezebel. Child, they said all kinds of stuff. The angels have every single word, every single account, and so does the divine. And you intuitively are coming up as somebody who has been vindicated. I cannot make this up. You are a sweetheart, very intuitive, very tapped in, high honor, and something about you being focused on the fruits of your labor. I love that. I can't make this up. You got good karma and you get to move on to realms where they just don't exist. Okay. These people are shocked that you woke up, that you awakened to what it was that they were doing, that you know the details and that you're in alignment. You outrank them, and whatever they were working with has been transmuted into something good for you in order for you to move forward. This does conclude this message. Even at the bottom of the deck, you used to be on the bottom, started from the bottom, now you're here, or somebody wanted to push you down and depress you, but now you're rising to the top, giving it all you got. I can't make this up. Spiritual court has concluded that whoever this entity is, whatever it is, that she got to get behind you and under your feet. Keep rising to the top. Hey, give it all you got. Give it all you got. This is over. It's done. Okay. Close this door, Holy Spirit. In the case of whatever the hell that was, they said it's hell to pay. Hell has frozen over. They feel like you're tipping their scales even more, even more, even more with your spiritual weight. Let them. This is the message. I love y'all. Thank you for watching Spiritual Court TV. Please be sure, y'all, okay, to join the memberships because there's exclusive readings over there that are so interesting. I mean, the predictions, the things that are coming out. Join us over there. For those of you that have already joined, thank you for your membership. Thank you for watching Spiritual Court TV, and I will see you in the next reading. Until then, peace be with you.